Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will try to solve two array problem. First problem is count pairs with given sum, and second problem is trapping rainwater. First, I write down the algorithm. After that, I will write the code. So, first problem is count pairs with given sum. Here n equal to 4 and k equal to 6, and here array is 1571. Here n equal to the length of the array, and k equal to targeted sum. So in the algorithm, first we need to initialize a variable count to 0. Second is create. We need to create a empty hash map. Empty hash map is the name of this hash map is frequent map. Third is we need to iterate. We need to iterate over each element num in the array. Num in the array. Here we need to calculate the difference. Calculate the difference equal diff equal to k minus num. Difference equal to k minus num. And second one is if difference is exist in the frequent map, now we need to increment count by the frequency of difference. Now we need to increment the frequency of num in frequent map by 1. At last, return the value of count. Sorry. Again, I repeat the algorithm. First, here, problem is count pairs with given sum. Input is length of the array. Here, k equal to the targeted sum, and here array. First, we need to initialize a variable count to 0. After that, create a empty hash map, frequent map, and next is iterate over each element. We need to iterate over each element num in the array. In this, here first, here we need to calculate the difference between. We need to calculate the difference. Difference equal to k minus num. difference equal to k minus num. If difference exists, if difference exists in the frequent map, then increment count by the frequency of difference. Increment the frequency of num in frequent map by 1. At last, return the value of count. In the at last, write return the value of count. This now I write down the code in my code editor. So here I already create one file. First, create function get pairs count. In get pairs count, here the array, length of the array, and targeted sum. First, we need to initialize a variable. We need to first here initialize a variable count to 0. Count equal to 0, and need to create a hash map, frequent map, empty hash map. After that, we need to write one condition for, we need to check for num in array. If for num in array, that time need to we need to check the difference equal to k minus num. Now, if difference in map, that time increment the count value. Here I write if difference exists in the frequent map, that time increment the count by the frequency of difference. By the frequency of difference. Check these things carefully. If difference exists in a frequent map, that time we need to increment the count by the frequency of difference. So here write if difference in frequent map time increment the count by the difference of frequency. Frequent map difference. At last, here increment the frequency of num. Increment the frequency of num in frequent map by 1. So here write frequent map num equal to frequent map dot get num 0 plus 1, and here return only count. Here our example, copy the example, array equal to this, array equal to this, and equal to length of the array, and k equal to 6, print call the function. After calling the function, here write array n and k. With now print the program. Python get pair count dot py. Sorry, this array equal to this. Now run the program again. 2. How comes 2? Output is 2. 2. Our targeted, again check these things carefully. Again I replied this thing. Our targeted value is 6. Here if I write, if I add array 0 and array 1, that time 1 plus 5 equal to 6. And why I told these things array 0? Because here first index is 0, 1, 2, 3. If now if I add array 0 and array 1, that time total value is 6. Again I add array 1 plus array 3, that time also 6. How many times? 2 times. Okay, I think it is clear to you all. Next program is tapping rainwater. Tapping rainwater. Here input is n equal to length of the array and output is 10. So now I write the algorithm, start the algorithm. First we need to initialize 2 pointer, left pointer and right pointer. Right pointer pointing to the first and last elements of the array respectively. Now second is we need to initialize two variables. Initialize two variables. First variable and the first name of the variable is left max and next is right max. Left max and right max to keep track of maximum height encountered from the left and right side. Left and right side. Both variable, the value of the both variable is 0. Set both variable to 0 and here encounter next is we need to initialize a variable. Again we need to initialize a variable water to 0 to store the total amount of water trapped. Fourth, now we need to check the condition while left is less than less than right, while left is less than right, that time if array of right array of left is less than or equal to array of right, that time we need to check again another condition. If array of left is greater than left max, update left max to array left. Otherwise, calculate the amount of water that can be trapped at the current position left as left max and left max minus array left, left max minus array left, array left, and add the value of water. After that, increment left by 1. Now we need to check if array left is greater than array right. That time we need to check if array right is greater than right max, update right max to array right. Otherwise calculate the amount of water that can be trapped at the current position right as right max minus array right. Add the value of water, and last decrement right by 1, and at last 5. Return the value of water. Return the value of water. So again I repeat the whole algorithm. Our problem is trapping rainwater. Input is n equal to 6 and n is length of the array and array is 300204. Output should be 10. First we need to initialize two pointers left and right pointing to the first and last element of the array respectively. Next we need to initialize two variables left max and right max to keep track the maximum height encountered left and right side. Set both variable. Set both variable is 0. Initialize a variable water to 0 to store the total amount of water trapped. While left is less than right. While left is less than right, that again that time we need to check some condition. First condition is if array left is less than or equal to array right, that time if array left is greater than left max, update left max to array left. Otherwise, calculate the amount of water that can be trapped at current position left as left max minus array left. Add the value of water. Increment left by 1. Again, these things we check only left side. Now start the right side. If array left is greater than array right, here array left is less than or equal to array right, but here if array left is greater than array right, that time if array right is greater than right max, update right max to array right. Otherwise, calculate the amount of water we can be trapped at the current position right as right max minus array right. Add the value of water. At last, decrement right by 1 and return the value of water. Now I write down the code. First, we need to create one function trapping water array and n. First, we need to initialize two pointer left equal to 0 and right equal to n minus 1. Left max equal to 0, right max equal to 1 and water also 0. Now check the condition while left is less than right, that time if array left is less than or equal to array right, and if array left is greater than array right, left max equal to, we need to update the value of left max array left, and now check the else condition. Else condition is increment the value of water left max minus array left. Now increment the value of left. Here else condition, this thing this code is on our left side array left, and now I write down the code for right side. If array right is greater than right max, write max equal to array write else water plus equal to write max minus array write write decrement the value of write and return only water. Here example we need to array, write down the array 3 0 0 3 0 2 0 4 2 0 4 and n equal to length of array and print trapping water array and n. Save it and now run the program. Python trapping water dot py 10. You see value, our output is 10. Our output is 10. So again I repeat the algorithm because this question is important. Our question is trapping data. Length of the variable is 6. Array output should be 0. First initialize 2 pointer left and right pointing to the first and last element. Here first and last element of the array respectively. Here I give the value left is 0 because starting index is 0 and right is n minus 1. Initialize two variables left max and right max to keep track the maximum height encounter from the left and right side. Set both variable to 0. We need to set the variable is 0. At last initialize a variable water to 0 to store the total amount of water trapped. Now start to check the condition while left is less than right. That time array left is less than or equal to array right. If array left is greater than left max, update the left max to array left. Otherwise, calculate the amount of water that can be trapped at the current position. Left as left max minus array left. Left is this one. This one is otherwise calculate the amount of water can be trapped at current position. Left as left max minus array left. Here left max minus array left and increment left by 1. We already increment these things, and in the right side if array left is greater than array right, then if array right is greater than right max, update right max to array right. Otherwise, calculate amount of water that can be trapped at current position. Right as right max minus array right. Add the value of water. Add the value. We add a value to the water. Water array right max minus array right. Now decrement the value. Decrement 1 right by 1 and return the value plus return the value of water. So I think these two program is clear to all. So that's all for today. See you in the next video. Please leave a like and subscribe my channel. Okay, thank you.